Another brick fan with another Star Wars helmet collection set. This is Luke Skywalker Red 5. This is set 75327, was released in March 2022, has 675 pieces and cost about $60 when it was released. This of course is another in the helmet series from Lego. This is based on Star Wars, of course. There have been several other in this helmet style, including some from Marvel and DC. By my count, there's 15, maybe 16 different sets in this collection to date. More than half of them are Star Wars. We just got 3 new Star Wars ones. We got Luke Skywalker's Red 5 helmet. We got the Mandalorian and a Dark Trooper. Previously, we had Stormtrooper, a Scout Trooper, TIE Fighter pilot, Boba Fett, and of course Darth Vader. So this helmet is designed much like many of the others. Has a stand here with a nameplate down here. So as you can see, this is Luke Skywalker as Red 5. So this is the helmet that he wore when piloting his X-Wing. It has the glass done here in this nice trans orange, which I think turned out really well. There's a little microphone here for communication. There's the strap underneath, which actually turned out pretty well. They did a good job kind of building something like that up in Lego. There's a few stickers on this one. So let's look at the top really quickly here. So looking at the top, these are printed. So all of the white stripes here are all printed. These Rebel insignias here are printed as well, but these here are stickers. Then on the sides, the big satellite dish here is printed. So it's got the red down here that kind of helps you orient it, I guess. And then there's a sticker here on this round 2x2. There's a sticker on each of these arches here. But as you see, the shaping is really nice. You get that nice rounded effect around the ears. Looking on the back, I think they did a wonderful job creating this center piece here. The way it's all put together, they use some of these flexible rods in this yellow color to kind of add some more of the detail to the helmet. The other side, of course, just a mirror image of the side we just looked at. So here's the 2 stickers again and a sticker here to make that up. And then one thing I didn't point out here in the front is if you look inside the helmet there, let me tilt it up so we get a little more light in there. You can see there is an earpiece. So this is again a communication thing where you can listen to, these are the speakers or headphones for communication. So I thought that was kind of nice as well. The eyepiece here is kind of on a clip, so it's kind of clipped in there. These sides are done with a couple of 2x2s and a cheese wedge, all on that trans orange, of course. But these are a little bit fragile, so this is definitely not a play model. It is definitely a display model. Since it doesn't, you can kind of break these little pieces off. The chin strap gets moved around quite a bit and looks kind of odd unless you kind of keep it there, and then it's just barely connected here on the sides. So that is kind of a fragile part as well. They did the stand. This is kind of the traditional stand that most of these figures are on. This is like the first open helmet that we got from Star Wars. Obviously, the others are all closed helmets. And therefore, they kind of kept this stand. Now, if we look at another open helmet, which I really liked, which is this classic TV series Batman. And you see that he's got the dark blues and stuff, but the stand for this one is done in this what I call trans black or smoke type color. So it's a little bit different. And unlike this one, that is connected to the base, this cowl actually comes off. But you see it's all open up inside and hollow. Although this does stay in place because there's a tile in there that goes inside of this top part of this stand to keep it in place, it still can be lifted off. So you can't lift the entire model from the top like you can with most of the others. Just moving around one last time as we talk about the value. So these helmets all go for about $60, with the exception, I think Darth Vader was $10 more, and maybe the Infinity Gauntlet was also more expensive. I fit that in the helmet series because it's the same kind of look with the stand and then the big gauntlet. I'll leave a link to my review of that up here on the screen. Overall, I think this Red 5 helmet turned out quite nicely. I know some people have complained that these lenses are maybe a little bit too high, not quite positioned correctly. To me, it looks really good. Still get that good overall impression. The thing about these helmets is they vary widely in number of pieces. So this one is 675 pieces, putting it under the 10 cent per piece threshold I like to use as a benchmark. But we've seen other helmet sets that are the same price with much fewer pieces. So I think being consistent on the helmet cost is kind of what you get. You're paying for that design value and the display value of these. These all look fantastic, all collected together on, on a shelf or in some kind of display. Another great piece to add to the helmet collection. And overall, this is a great addition to the helmet collection. The helmets do always seem a little bit smaller to me than they look like on the box. Obviously, they've zoomed in on the box, and like you saw in the beginning, the box is much bigger than the helmet. But they're all about the same size, so proportionally they fit really well together, and they all look very consistent across the line. I know the TIE Fighter Pilot is a much bigger model. It's got a lot more pieces, and it's a lot more built up, but it still is generally about the same size. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this helmet. I'm going to take a look at the Mandalorian helmet tomorrow. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to see more of my content. I left a link to my Star Wars and the helmet collection playlists up here on the screen.